can you just talk about the loss a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I have a very good basketball team, Middle Tennessee State. Give them credit tonight. That's a veteran team, and you can see why they won 25-plus games last year, and they're on their way to probably do that again. So I knew this would be a tough task for us here tonight, especially a little underhanded without guard play, because I knew they were going to play 10 or 11 guys, and you're going to play against a veteran team. But, there were some bright spots in us in this game for us that we'll build on, and it's a process with this team, as I knew it would be. With guys out and young guys. So you look at the stat line, at least we had 14 assists tonight. We were a little bit better in sharing the ball, but we still got to learn how to execute when you play against a good team. We didn't do a very good job with that tonight.
Coach, 5 of their players had double digits. Was it hard just trying to defend and, not keep them from furthering the lead even more?
Yeah, well, they get a good basketball team. They play a lot of guys that score for them, and when you get good teams, had 19 assists tonight. It's a difference in a veteran team. It's been together and played together, and we were a team that when we got down, we had to learn to be down against a good team, how to come back and how to get stops and how to handle that. And tonight, Isaiah Sykes is an important key to us, and he never got in the flow of the game. He had 5 turnovers tonight. And, he was in foul trouble pretty much all night long. He never got in the flow. And it's very hard when we lose him for us to be able to continue to play at the level we need to. But there were some bright spots in there with some guys. I thought Tristan Spurlock gave us some good minutes tonight. And, I thought Keith played well. It's just hard for him to get touches. He was getting a lot of double teams. And he had 7 assists tonight, which was outstanding for him out of that spot.
Keith definitely showed a little bit of frustration just about maybe the execution of the offense in the second half, guys. He being a little bit more selfish than running the plays. Is that maybe a sign of what you're talking about, kind of the younger team not understanding you don't need to press, get in the offense, run the play, and the points will come?
Yeah, absolutely. When you play against good teams that defend like they do and they force you to do different things, you got to learn to handle that. And that's what early season basketball is about. We played a pretty tough schedule here early on and haven't had a chance for much room for error with the teams we've played against. And, right now, these young guys have to go through it. And it's easy to go one-on-one when you feel pressure and guys start trying to take it. But we'll watch it, we'll learn from it, and obviously the good news is we played 48 hours. We had a chance to play a very, very good basketball team in the Gators. And this game will be a good learning experience for this team as we move forward.
I think that one thing we all agree that keeps Isaiah Sykes good is how aggressive he is. Is foul trouble something that just comes with the territory, or is that something that he can work on?
Well, he's been aggressive, some situations there he's got to keep himself out of because he's got to play a lot of minutes, so he's got to pick and choose his spots where he's aggressive, and that just takes time. And you got to adjust to officiating sometime. If they're calling him close or however they're calling him, you got to adjust to that. And that's something he's going to learn to do. He's a great competitor, and he's still learning to be a point guard. And right now we've asked him to be that in the last 6 weeks, and it just don't happen overnight.
Keith talked about getting to practice tomorrow and fixing it right away and talking to these younger guys. How important is it to see that fire out of him and that want to be the leader and to kind of take those young guys and teach them himself a little bit and talk to them kind of about what he saw on the court tonight?
Well, those are the things we talked about after the game. Obviously from this it's easy to be frustrated. We all like to win. But if it was winning was easy, losers would do it. And there's a price you got to pay, and it takes time. And for him right now, he's the only senior, so he has to be the leader. He has to encourage guys, and he has to find ways to get those guys to play. And we knew that was going to be a challenge for him, being the older guy with young guys. So he'll do a good job with that. I think it's a process right now in doing it with this team.
You guys have a tough Florida team on Friday. What are you planning to work on with the team?
Well, there'll be, first of all, we'll focus on us tomorrow. We'll learn from this, watch film, what we can get better at, and then, then we'll start focusing on Florida. Obviously, I spent a lot of time up there myself and got great respect for what Billy's done there, and they got a terrific team, top 10 team in the country, and, they're a Final Four potential team. So that's going to be a huge challenge for us. But you know what, another opportunity for this team to grow and get better. So, we'll learn from this, and we'll play better on Friday.
Even despite the loss, I know with your relationship with the Gators and just them being right down the road, does the team seem pretty fired up to head up to Gainesville? They've had good luck there before.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked about it. We were worried about this game. We never look ahead. I hope they wasn't looking ahead because you got to take care of who you're playing now. And I think that we'll focus back on that on Thursday as we move on. But I think anytime you get an opportunity to play a great basketball team in a program like that, and play against guys you grew up watching, it's a great opportunity.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You as well.
You too, Coach.